Hello everybody, welcome. It is the Barboosh. Today is going to be an interesting video because we're gonna... Oh shit, I'm in a game chat. Give me a second. This dude's bugging in game chat. Shoot you. Alright, but what's it called? And today we're going to be showing you how to play Morgan Le Fay. And this is actually ranked. I don't know why they didn't ban her, but I mean, the god overall doesn't really feel too OP well, when I play against her. But when I play her, I feel like she's incredibly broken, and partly the reason I feel like a lot of people don't know how to play this god. Sadly, I skipped over the early game, which I could have gave you some tips on. But I do start the 2 on her for the red buff because it clears it pretty quickly. And start with the Sands of Time starter, and then tier 1 trinket, which is the start that I go on most mages nowadays, just because of its early game mana sustain is pretty nice. Only a few other mages I'll go conduit gem on or something, but I feel like cooldown mages in general are pretty good right now, which is what Morgan Le Fay is. She's a heavy like ability spammer sort of. And her early game is not that good, but her late game is absolutely insanely busted. So, all right, we got a matchup against the Morgan. Morgan versus Morgan, huh? And someone did steal my red. Could have been the jungler that was here. I'm gonna look to gank over here left. He dies. The Kepri is out, so it's gonna drop that. Would have been able to cut off the Shibalanke easily. You see, like, I maxed the 2 after, and a lot of people ask me, like, why the 1 is the best ability. Well, the 1 is one of her strongest abilities. All of her abilities are actually pretty strong. They all do something for her. The 1, it actually, I think it does the least amount of damage when you upgrade it, and it gives no other effects. While the 3 and the 2, they give lower cooldowns. The 2 does the most damage, and the 2 does lower cooldowns, and then the 3 does increase movement speed as you max it. So in terms of what you get out of leveling the 1, it's not much. Because you could wave clear easily, as I showed you, pretty easily with just her 2, which a lot of people say, why don't you, oh, that's the ability you use when people go on you. Well, actually, it's more consistent to use the 1 when people go on you, because if your 2 is up when someone goes on you, alright, I think Thana's in right, so I should be good here. I'm dipping. Almost died there. That was pretty dangerous, but pretty easy stuff. You set up the 1 to confirm the 3, or like there's a lot of ways to kind of combo succession with her abilities. And also, let me go into her passive real quick if you haven't noticed. Her passive is every time you hit someone with a certain ability, you have 5 separate abilities that you could hit. 3 in the first ability. There's 3 forms. This is like the 3rd form right here, where it spawns a clone on an enemy god hit. And each time you hit one, you mark them with a sigil, and that sigil gives you increased power. So easy. Almost killed him right there. Unfortunately, he had a full minion wave. Force him to back. It's in the back right here too. Get this Chronos Pendant online. And that's why I get the Chronos Pendant. Really, it helps me stack my passive a little bit more consistently, because stacking the passive is pretty important. However, I don't like always keeping the passive fully stacked, because every time you ult, especially if you're going like max cooldown, you do lose all the stacks and you have to restack them again. It could be sometimes dangerous to kind of attempt to stack the passive. I mainly try to stack it like poking out or something. Just throw an ability, make the, hit it on them. Alright. I think he was expecting the Kepri. He was expecting the Kepri ult. Oh, nice. That was the prediction. That should be 3 kills. Knock him up. Nice. That was the take damage from the 3 that finished him off. Gotta play these fights correctly. Nope, I'm not doing that. So right now I got 4 stacks on our passive, and what the passive does, it gives you power, and it can give you up to 100 power late game, which is extremely nice in my opinion. That was a good idea. That guy's probably dead too. I don't know why he listened to him, to be honest. But fear him away from myself, and I just dip out. Sit under the tower. I still have the third aspect of the 1-2 stack for my passive. If I want the full gain effect at this level, at level 10 it gives you, I think, 4.4 gives you 0.4 extra power per level with a base of like 4, I think. So 8 times 5 is 40. It could give me up to 80 power, which is very nice if I do get this fully stacked. So when it's fully stacked, you know, you take a team fight, you got 80 free power at this stage of the game. Late game, I think, I mean, I could be wrong on that math, by the way. I could be totally fried. But all I know is that late game, level 20, it's 100 power, which is like the same as Scylla passive.
There's a glitch where like when you pop these, you can't see it. It happens to me, and it happened.
Gonna have to mute just for the video, sadly. Okay. Now I'm gonna go to this and place a ward right here. Her farm is very good with Chronos Pendant. She clears super fast, especially with the 2 max. The 2 kind of just like one-shots these camps. And the nicest part about maxing the 3 is, for one, it's very consistent for poke. Alright, very nice. So initially when you ult, a lot of he didn't expect that. The Kepri didn't expect that to kind of he's out, unfortunately. We got his beats though. Nice. Actually, I find the Morgan to be actually a good counter into Morgan Le Fay, but personally, my experience, it's worked out for me playing against her. Not really a counter, but just a good matchup, because she gets turned into Morgan Le Fay and sort of just kill her easily. Because the bad thing about this mage, I mean, there isn't really too much bad. It's just that she can get dove early game, really, but late game, like, she doesn't really have a problem with getting dove as much as any other mage does. If anything, she's actually pretty strong at getting dove because she has a lot of CC and a lot of damage. Gotta be careful here just a little bit. My positioning. Place a ward right here. Figure out what that Morgan is doing. Could rotate to that, but dangerous to walk into that jungle. Now I could rotate over now that the Morgan is spotted. He's getting Thana ulted, so he's probably gonna die here. But I could easily clean up. Easily push them both into the tower for a nice double kill, because I knew her beads were down earlier from the right lane. Good, all by that Ares. Now I back. Get this tier 2 soul gem. Get my Aegis. Yeah, and so I go the Karen's coin. And then into the soul gem. She's a very strong soul gem main, but I'd rather get the Karen's coin online a little bit earlier because soul gem doesn't really have all too much power to scale off. And honestly, if you go max cooldown off rip, then you'll run out of mana pretty easily after a minute, and you just don't do enough damage without the pen, especially to the tanks. Especially if you fall behind with this build, that could be really dangerous. So it's just a safe bet to get the pen online first before the soul gem. And also, Karen's coin gives you passive HP 5. So if you're worried about the sustain, you know, you'll have some passive healing in lane.
On my way.
Alright, nice. I think this guy could really understand that we couldn't really help him. Nice. Hear them away. Easily play this fight a little bit correctly and wipe here, but I don't want to be too risky with it. You don't want to be definitely too risky with it. Now they were trying to do pyro. I could rotate to that. Attempt to kill this tier possibly. He probably has ult here, to be honest, considering the timing. Easy stuff. I just canceled the ult. Don't really need to. I knew the ult would just kill him off that. The CC also, while he's knocked up in the air, he can, and I could just position myself to kind of juke the scythe if he tries to heal off of it to survive. Gonna go clear this red buff now.
No need for a spell when a
Still need to stack my passive. But the fear is the one that's the most useful to use in most situations. Honestly, that if anything was to be nerfed about this character, it would be that, because it is kind of too strong. So at this stage, I usually go either Rod or Divine. I mean, I typically like going the Divine because, I'm sorry, the Rod, because she doesn't really feel like she needs anti-heal at all. She kind of one-shots, and she works really well with Rod. So it's really, unless they have a really heavy healing comp, I don't find the need to go Divine most of the time on her. Nice, making sure where the Morgan is. Easy kill. She gains so much movement speed from popping that 3 that you could just easily close the distance. And the burst damage from the 2 is really nice to kind of just hold to confirm a kill, or it could also set you up for your other abilities. There's a nice little combo on her. Like I could show you right here on this tier. Oh, well, never mind. He just died. I'm going to get out of here and go back to mid. This guy looks like he's going to be dead and left, so I have to make my way over that Gold Fury because Morgan is about to come up, and so Thanos probably coming up from spawn. They're going to probably look to do this, and I'm the only one here on this side of the map. This Wukong definitely is not making the right call coming here and not coming to the Gold Fury.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy tower.
They just warded here. Yeah, this is looking like a 1v2 for me. Morgan's in mid. I'm actually just going to walk over their ward and tell them I'm here. I'm ready to brawl. What's up, baby? Now I'm gonna just back up a little bit. Don't want to get hit by his two. Juke a little bit. Finish. Easily chase him. Oh crap. Oh. Oh. Oh, that was so close. I'll be dipping now. I saw the Thano over and right, so I wasn't really worried about him. I saw the Morgan in mid. I missed some of them. I actually didn't miss. I actually used some of my abilities wrong. I might have missed one though. Not really worth it to burn both my actives though, because I'm level 19. Not really a gank. We should just set up for Fire Giant. Yeah, I'm not really worried about stacking my passive at all right now, because I'm kind of one-shotting without it. So I'm kind of just like, most of the time I'm going in to use my abilities, I'm getting a kill. I'm gonna just stack my slow right here. Oh, missed it. I'm gonna stack my third one because it. Oh wait, wrong one. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, he's out. Yeah, there you go. Got the slow stack on a dancing crab. I see this guy. Stack my third one, full passive. No, I'm just too fast for him to kill him. Slow him. Oh, I'm gonna wait till my other abilities are up. All right, never mind. That's a nice wipe. Misplayed some of that right there. I don't know why we're doing this. Oops, I got knocked up. Not really paying attention too much right now. Okay. Easy stuff. Could help him with this because he's out of mana. Now I leave. So last item, I could go a lot of things. Really, honestly, I don't even need anything anymore. I could go like a Spear Deso, even though I'm already overcapped on cooldown by 10%, which isn't a big deal. I tell a lot of people this. They'll say, oh, isn't the problem with this build? Well, you're really going to Chronos Pendant for the early game cooldown in the MP5, so there really isn't much of another option for cooldown besides that. You go Spear Deso, but you're not going to have MP5, so you find yourself running out of mana if you do go the Spear Deso. But the Spear Deso passive is nice, even if I go last here to kind of 1v5 off a snowball, because if I get a kill, my cooldown is reset. You can kind of stand in this wave, by the way, too, and it slows enemies that are inside of it. Maybe if you're playing some kind of tanky soul laner, that could be more useful, but most of the time the first cast of fear is the best. Nice. Yeah, I'm kind of just like... Yeah, this poor Morgan really can't find a way to go in right here. They should be both dead here. Try to fear him away from the fountain. God damn, dog. Nice. GG. That is quite literally the best way to play Morgan Le Fay. If you have any questions regarding this character, put them down in the comment section below. I'll be doing my best to answer all of them. Join my Discord. Link is also down below, where you could always ask me personal questions about Smite or anything else regarding that. It's a wholesome community. And follow the stream. Currently banned for 1 day, which is why I have all this time to record all these videos. But I do stream all the time over at the Barboosh on Twitch. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll be dipping for now. Until next time.